of thousands of vaults that Nastia Liukin has ever done in her life, this is the only one that counts right now.
I feel like just like winning a Super Bowl, if you play football, that's obviously the ultimate dream. As a gymnast, the ultimate dream is to win an Olympic gold medal.
Wow! Stunning!
Rebound, to recover from setback or frustration.
She'll do a double front with a half turn, try to spot the ground with her eyes.
I'm Nastia Liukin, Olympic gold medalist in gymnastics, and now I'm also a co-founder of a tech platform. Both my parents were gymnasts, so growing up, I just spent so much time in the gym because my dad was actually still training and competing up until I was about 3 or 4 years old. And so that's really how I fell in love with the sport and just developed such a huge passion for it. As I kind of progressed through the levels, I think, our dreams kind of became bigger to, make the national team and then make a world championship team, become a world champion, and then an Olympian. Leaving Beijing with 5 Olympic medals, I won the all-around gold.
Oh, baby.
It was way beyond like anything I would have truly expected. So after the Beijing Olympics for gymnastics, especially as a female, I was kind of getting older, I guess, and I knew though that I was going to be in London, the 2012 Olympics, one way or the other. I don't want to be thinking, what if? Had a torn labrum and rotator cuff in my shoulder, and it was leading up to the Olympic trials where, it was obviously too late in the game to get any kind of operation. It's painful, but it's tolerable. And so I kind of went through it and got to the Olympic trials, and on my very best event, the uneven bars, I came crashing down face first, literally on my face. What my parents always told me was no matter what, you have to finish what you started. I knew at that point that I wasn't going to make that Olympic team, but I wanted to finish on my own terms. And so got back up, I finished my routine, landed on my feet on my dismount, and for the very first time in my life and career, I had a standing ovation for the worst routine of my entire life and career. And I remember being confused. I always felt like people weren't going to love or support me unless I was the best, unless I won a gold medal or finished in first place. And the moment that I had there in San Jose at those Olympic trials just made me realize that life isn't about being the best or winning a gold medal or having the highest salary or having the best job position. It truly is about finding something that you love to do, finding something that you're passionate about, and it's about the journey, and it's not necessarily always about the outcome. And so I feel like that kind of became the defining moment of my career, being able to, rebound from a moment that I thought was, career ending and devastating and embarrassing and all of those emotions and feelings that I was feeling. Yet when I got back up and I finished and 20,000 people were on their feet and millions cheering back at home, it was a moment that even somewhat tops the moment that I had in Beijing when I won that gold medal.
So what's next for you?
Moving to New York in January. I'm going to NYU.
It was the hardest transition of my life when that chapter of my life came to a close, because I remember moving to New York City and starting school at NYU, and I had no idea who I was because gymnastics defined me my entire life. I'm forever grateful and proud of the moment that I had in Beijing when I did win a gold medal, but I never wanted that to be the thing that defined me as a person for the rest of my life. And so it wasn't easy to kind of step away from that, but I feel like it's been the greatest thing that I've been able to do, because I don't want to look back on my life, when I'm 40, 50, 60 years old and think that while it was amazing, the only thing that I was able to accomplish and the proudest thing was when I was 18. I want to do more. I want to achieve greater and even bigger things.